What's going on, true believers? My name is Jacob, and welcome to another episode of One Shot. What a huge new comic book day we had this week. Hopefully all these are good. I haven't read a single one yet, but I thought I would show you anyway what I picked up, what I picked out of the dollar bin, and what came in the mail. So let's get into it, because this is going to be a pretty big one here. First thing I picked up was Star Wars number 13. I haven't been reading this series, but it's a tie-in to War of the Bounty Hunters. So, I got to pick it up because I'm all in on that series right now. So I want to see where this one goes. But I got the variant cover. It's all red. So that's that one. Next on my list, Black Cat number 6. This is the Gilded City Part 2. I've heard mixed reviews about the series where it's going now, but I liked it. I liked the whole treasure hunting, but not exactly. It's more of a mystical thing as opposed to looking for treasure. So very Indiana Jones vibes I was getting from it. So I hope this one continues on with that vibe. Spider-Man, Spider's Shadow, number 2, Chip Zdarsky. I absolutely loved the first one. Finally getting a good Spider-Man story. I'm still under the impression that Chip Zdarsky should write the Spider-Man instead of Nick Spencer. They need to take Nick Spencer away and absolutely just ignore everything from the last couple years that he's done. But this is a what if story where Spider-Man becomes Venom, and it's a short mini run, and I'm going to be sad to see it leave. Giant Size, Amazing Spider-Man, King's Ransom number 1. This is the variant cover. I loved this cover. Just shooting up into the sun, Spider-Man swinging through. I'm not sure where this fits. I think this fits somewhere in the Nick Spencer run. I think actually Nick Spencer did this one, but if there's any justice in the world, I hope not. But I'm still reading it just because, Spider-Man, my favorite. He's my guy. And I'm not exactly sure what this one was. I looked it up and I can't remember. But this is Peter Parker, the Amazing Shutterbug. I don't know what happens in this. If it's good, I'll find out later. And when I pick up another copy, I'll let you know. But this one's going to be different. Just look at that cover he's got. Like weird spider arms. And I don't know what happens. Spider-Woman issue number 12. Hopefully this continues with, if not with more energy as the last one did. Because it was okay. It was okay. It was better than the first few, the first 10, I guess. So hopefully it at least continues with the same energy, if not more. It could definitely use more. But it's been interesting, that last issue. Silk, number 3. It's been okay. It's been an okay series, but I'm hoping for more than okay at some point. It seems like they're just trying to replace the original kind of Peter Parker story with her. Like, it follows almost the same pathway. She becomes involved in J. Jonah Jameson's news media. She goes out on stories, winds up kind of talking about herself a little bit, but I mean, it's okay. Last minute pickup, just because they had this cover from Peach Momoko. Fantastic Four, issue 32. I have not been reading this series, but I'm kind of interested in hearing about Doctor Doom getting married. So I picked this one up. This is the beginning of it. He does not get married in this issue. I believe that might be the next issue. But Doctor Doom looks like he might be tying the knot. And who could put up with that kind of guy? I have no idea. But I'm interested to find out. And that cover, Peach Momoko, she's kind of hit or miss with me. But this one, definitely a hit. On to DC. Batman the Detective. I really enjoyed the last issue, or the first issue of it. This is number 2 in that series. All these Batman in white are kind of doing bad deeds in his name, and he's trying to figure out who they are and why. Yeah, super excited to read this one. It's been good. Last minute pickup for me, Justice League Last Ride. Why did I pick this one up? Well, Chip Zdarsky is on it. And I thought, if he's doing so many good things for series that I like personally, why not give a Justice League a shot? And his name's tied on to it, so I'm going to give it a shot. Let me know in the comments if you've read this, if it's any good. I'm going to find out for myself, and I will report back to you. Wonder Woman 772. I have 771. 770 is coming in the mail. I missed it on release, but I really wanted to read it because Wonder Woman seems to be going through some Norse mythology stuff. And I am big into Norse mythology. I love it. And this cover was absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure who did it, but they are amazing. I mean, it's got that, I don't know how to describe it, that real old, I don't want to say like medieval feel, but it's got that like D&D feel to it for sure. D&D artwork, and I'm super excited to get 770 so I can start this run and see where that one takes me. DC Festival of Heroes, the Asian Superhero Celebration. Last minute pickup. Don't know anything about this series yet. This is the first one in the series. I loved the cover too. I believe that's Jim. What's his name? Jim something or other. But that's a thick book. But yeah, that cover is pretty cool. Batman Urban Legends. This is issue number 3. This one has backup stories featuring Red Hood and Grifter, The Outsiders, and Lady Shiva. This seems to be becoming a trend, and not only in DC, but Marvel has started picking up and doing backup series, and I think it's just to justify the prices on the books, because now they're asking more and more for these books just because there's more and more story in them, and they're not always good stories. And I think they know that they're not good stories, but people are trying to tell a story and they want to get it out there, but they know it won't last in its own issue, so they're putting them inside these other decent books. But Batman Urban Legends was pretty cool. I think this one is one of those books that has like multiple different stories for Batman, kind of like the Black and White does. And on to something amazing. The Joker, number 3. Look at that cover. I did get the B cover. It's amazing. This story has been super cool so far. Jim Gordon has been tasked to hunt down the Joker and kill him. He is not exactly forthcoming to Batman when he's told about his task. He tells him that he's there to hunt him down and that he's going to bring him back, but he doesn't know if he is or not. And so Batman leaves Oracle with Jim to take care of the situation. He wants the Joker brought back and locked up again, but Gordon doesn't know what he's going to do, and neither do we. So this has been an amazing run. That cover, absolutely beautiful, and I'm super excited for that one. On to Boom Studios, 7 Secrets. This is issue 8. It's been a good run. I have really enjoyed this one. I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface on these yet. We don't even know what the secrets are. We have no idea if it's like technology, if it's information. We don't know what this is. But there are keepers and there are those that protect them, and that's about all we know. Some people have magical powers, it seems. But we're following this kid, Casper. He became a keeper of a secret, and his mom is his protector. And it's been a pretty good ride. I just wish we were given more to latch onto. So I just want to know what the secrets are, I guess. I'm impatient. Image Comics, The Silver Coin, number 2. The first one was done by Chip Zdarsky. This one has a completely different writer, so it's following this silver coin throughout its life cycle, so it kind of gets passed on. So that the first story is its own thing. The second story is going to be its own thing. The only thing that connects it to is the silver coin. It's kind of a monkey's paw, where it gives you what you want, but at the same time it comes at a terrible price. And I loved the first one. Hopefully this writer, Kelly Thompson and Michael Walsh, hopefully they hold up the same energy that Chip Zdarsky does. I know I can't say his name enough, but he right now is killing it in the industry for me. Geiger, number 2. I did enjoy the first one a lot. Like, finally something different. He's kind of this Hulk mixed with a ninja mixed with, like, I think he might be eternal. Like, he just lives forever because he survived the atomic bomb. And I mean, it was really good, and I'm super excited to see where this one takes you. And lastly, Ice Cream Man. I feel like I've been waiting for this issue forever. Ice Cream Man is kind of along the same lines of the Silver Coin, as far as they're all individual stories, kind of Twilight Zone like, and the only thing that connects them is this Ice Cream Man. And when you see him, he's not a good guy. You know he's not a good guy, but he's got the smile on, he's dressed like an ice cream man, and there's just something not right about this guy. But the series is really good, and I love this cover as well. I mean, that's amazing. And hopefully this one was better than the last one. I wasn't too thrilled with the last one, but this one hopefully is a lot better. All right, dollar bin dive. I got some good stuff, I got some repeated stuff, and I got some off the wall stuff. Something that's off the wall. The One. This is from 1985. I've never heard of this book. It's done by Marvel. Picked this up for $1. I mean, what drew me in was this cover. And I'm going to date myself a little bit, but I do remember Tide when it came in boxes and looked like this a little bit. And it really kind of threw me when I saw it. I was like, what is this? I have no idea. But the cover drew me in, and for $1, I mean, it's got that novelty value for me. Guy Gardner, #1. Guy Gardner is heating up due to announcements that he's going to make an appearance. I think this is his first solo series. I'm not sure. I didn't do too much research into it. But I figured for $1, it can only go up from here. So why not give it a shot? It's not gonna hurt me to spend another $1. Cy Gore. This is a Image Comics. This is #1. I know nothing about this, but when I started looking it up, I think I remember seeing the McFarlane toys of this. He's like a cyborg Frankenstein-y gorilla. And I got that 90s vibe from it. I'm like, man, this reminds me of my childhood. So for $1, I decided to pick it up. Spider-Geddon #1. I have, I think, at least 2 others, not of this variant, but this one, I like the color scheme. I like him flying through the air, doves flying around him. All John Woo, I think it is, does that in his movies. But the colors blend very well, and for $1, I mean, why not? Also, I got another variant, Spider-Geddon. This is the In-Huk Lee variant. I believe there are multiple ones, like 0, 1, 2, and they're connecting variants. So if you laid them side by side, they would all like make one big picture. I got not only one, picked up 2 more. Scarlet Spiders #3. I like the character of the Scarlet Spider, like Ben Reilly, and I believe Kane even became Scarlet Spider for a while, if I'm not mistaken. I have the first one, still looking for the second one, but for $1, figured might as well pick it up. Picked this one up mainly for the cover. I think it can go for a little more than some of the other issues that I was looking at, but Thunderbolts #80. I mean, it's a little risque cover. Not what Marvel usually puts out, you know. I mean, it even has bling bling, booty, boxing, and bars on it for real men. Like, I don't think they could get away with this issue today. It's very, I would say, misogynistic, but man, I like it. I mean, I guess that makes me a misogynist, but whatever. Labels. She-Hulk issue 5. This is the Dan Slott run. You know what? I read the first few issues in trade paperback. It wasn't a bad run. She's a lawyer. They deal more with her being a lawyer than She-Hulk. She's more comfortable in her She-Hulk form, but the lawyer agency says we're not hiring you just because you're She-Hulk. We're hiring you because you're a good lawyer. So can you not be She-Hulk for a little bit, you know? And she's like, oh, I guess I could. But they wind up needing her to be She-Hulk a lot more, it seems like. But it was a good run. For $1, I picked up 2 copies. Couldn't find them really on eBay to know how much they were worth, but some of the other ones go for a little bit more, so for $1 I picked it up. Bloodshot USA #1. They had multiple variants. This is cover E. It was in the best condition, being in the dollar bin. I just recently watched the movie, and you know what? I enjoyed it. I liked it. I know a lot of people didn't, but I did. And that has got me interested in reading a bit more Bloodshot stuff. So for $1, I figured I'd start here. Not bad. And issue 2 of that same series. And I do enjoy the artwork on this one a lot. This is cover A for that. And last, but certainly not least, what did I get in the mail? A Nakayama cover. This is the other Daredevil cover. So now I have both of them. One where it's Elektra going that way. Then there's her in her Daredevil suit going this way. And I just love that red on red. Nakayama, still one of my best cover artists, I think. Well, that is all I have for you today. Not having read anything, no reviews this time around, but hey, maybe next time when I pick up the next issues in the series. So if you can, just give me a like, give me a comment, tell your friends if they're into comics, you know, just leave it on play, step away from the thing. Anything helps. But yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate everything. And you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks.